harbor alive.
Lenny, that's what I'm talking about. You know their first names. Talk to those clowns.
Almost 50 years have gone by since Steven Spielberg's Jaws changed the game for summer blockbusters. This 1975 American thriller, adapted from Peter Benchley's 1974 novel, features police chief Martin Brody, portrayed by Roy Scheider. Brody seeks assistance from a marine biologist, played by Richard Dreyfuss, and a seasoned shark hunter, brought to life by Robert Shaw. Together, they embark on a harrowing quest to capture a terrifying great white shark that has turned a peaceful beach resort into a scene of chaos and fear. While the film is filled with suspenseful moments, one particular scene stands out for its nerve-wracking tension. The skinny dipping scene, where carefree beachgoers revel in the water, transforms into a shocking nightmare. However, even this intense moment pales in comparison to the film's broader themes of fear, survival, and the primal instincts that come to the surface when faced with danger. The characters' interactions and their evolving relationships add layers to the story, making the audience question who the real predator is in this chilling tale. In the film Jaws, supporting characters play vital roles that enhance the story's tension and depth. Murray Hamilton delivers a memorable performance as the mayor of Amity Island. His character embodies the struggle between economic interests and public safety, often prioritizing the summer tourism season over the looming threat of the shark. This conflict adds layers to the narrative, showcasing how fear and greed can cloud judgment. Lorraine Gary, portraying Brody's wife, brings a human element to the story. Her character's concern for her family's safety contrasts with the town's reluctance to acknowledge the danger, highlighting the personal stakes involved. The screenplay of Jaws is credited primarily to Peter Benchley, who wrote the initial drafts. His vision laid the groundwork for the film's suspenseful atmosphere and character development. However, to refine the script further, actor-writer Carl Gottlieb was brought in to contribute additional parts. Gottlieb's involvement helped shape the dialogue and enhance character interactions, making the film not only a thrilling adventure, but also a compelling drama. The collaboration between Benchley and Gottlieb resulted in a screenplay that effectively balances tension with relatable human experiences, contributing significantly to the film's lasting impact on audiences. During principal photography, the production was shot entirely on location at Martha's Vineyard in Massachusetts from May to October of 1974. This setting was chosen for its picturesque beaches and small-town charm, making it the ideal backdrop for a story about a great white shark terrorizing a summer resort town. However, filming on the ocean posed significant challenges that the crew had to navigate. Being the very first major motion picture to be shot on the ocean, the production faced numerous unforeseen issues that complicated the filming process. The unpredictable weather, rough waters, and technical difficulties with the special effects and mechanical shark created a perfect storm of problems. These challenges led to delays, causing the production to run over budget and over schedule. The crew often found themselves battling not just the elements, but also the limitations of their equipment. Despite these struggles, the dedication of the cast and crew ultimately contributed to the film's groundbreaking success, making Jaws a landmark in cinematic history.
I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry.
The art department faced ongoing challenges with the mechanical shark during the production of Jaws. This shark, essential to the film's suspense and terror, malfunctioned daily, causing significant delays and frustration. The issues ranged from mechanical failures to difficulties in getting the shark to behave as intended in the water. The filmmakers had to find creative solutions to work around these problems, which ultimately shaped the film's final look and feel. Interestingly, Steven Spielberg was not the original choice to direct Jaws. The first director, Dick Richards, was let go after a meeting with the producers and studio executives. They sought a different vision for the film, leading to Spielberg stepping in. His unique approach to storytelling and ability to build tension became crucial to the film's success. The combination of mechanical challenges and a shift in direction contributed to the film's legendary status. The struggles with the shark became part of the story behind the story, illustrating the difficulties of filmmaking.
That kind of splashing and activity that occurs whenever human beings go in swimming, you cannot avoid it.
If you open the beaches on the 4th of July, it's like...
In a pivotal meeting regarding the film Jaws, director Dick Richards proposed an unconventional opening shot that would showcase the town before a whale emerged from the water instead of the iconic shark. This bold vision did not align with the producer's expectations, leading them to decide against continuing their collaboration with him. The choice to move in a different direction ultimately shaped the film into the suspenseful thriller it became. On set, tensions also ran high between actors Robert Shaw and Richard Dreyfuss. Reports suggest that the two could not stand each other, leading to constant arguments that created a charged atmosphere during filming. Shaw's intense demeanor clashed with Dreyfuss's more laid-back approach, resulting in a dynamic that some found difficult to navigate. However, Dreyfuss later disputed the notion that their disagreements were as severe as rumored, suggesting that their conflict may have been exaggerated over time. The interactions between the cast members contributed to the film's behind-the-scenes drama, which has become part of its legacy.
Swam back to shore, and when I was on the beach, I turned around and I actually saw my boat being taken apart, and ever since then, yes.
Frequent alcohol use by Robert Shaw created noticeable tension on the set of Jaws. While he was often described as a perfect gentleman when he was sober, the dynamic shifted dramatically after he had been drinking. In those moments, he could become a competitive jerk, which affected the atmosphere among the cast and crew. This behavior did not go unnoticed, and it contributed to the challenges of filming such an intense movie. According to Carl Gottlieb's book, The Jaws Log, there was a memorable incident that highlighted Shaw's struggle with alcohol. During a moment of vulnerability, Shaw expressed a desire to quit drinking, indicating that he was aware of how it impacted his life and work. In a dramatic response to this admission, Richard Dreyfuss, perhaps frustrated by Shaw's drinking, threw Shaw's glass into the water. This act was symbolic, reflecting both the tension and the camaraderie that existed among the actors during the making of the film. The incident underscored the complexities of Shaw's character and the challenges he faced, adding a layer of depth to the behind-the-scenes story of Jaws.
You're certifiable, Quint, you know that? You're certifiable! You're certifiable!
The film opened on June 20, 1975, after facing delays that pushed its release from Christmas of 1974 to the following summer. At that time, summer was generally seen as a dumping ground for lesser films, where studios often released their worst offerings. However, Jaws defied these expectations with its thrilling storyline and masterful direction by Steven Spielberg. The film quickly captivated audiences and became a cultural phenomenon. Its suspenseful plot, centered around a great white shark terrorizing a small beach town, resonated with viewers and kept them on the edge of their seats. The film's marketing strategy also played a crucial role in its success, as it was one of the first to utilize a wide release strategy, ensuring that it reached a large audience in a short time. As a result, Jaws shattered box office records, becoming the highest-grossing film of all time up to that point. Its impact on the summer movie season was profound, changing how films were marketed and released in the future. The success of Jaws paved the way for the summer blockbuster trend, influencing countless films that followed. The combination of excellent storytelling, innovative marketing, and the thrill of summer viewing made Jaws a landmark film in cinema history. It became a significant milestone in cinema history when Jaws was released in 1975, as it became the first film to gross over $100 million in theatrical rentals. This achievement marked a turning point in the film industry, as it demonstrated the potential for blockbuster films to draw large audiences and generate substantial revenue. The movie, directed by Steven Spielberg, combined thrilling storytelling with groundbreaking special effects, capturing the imaginations of viewers around the world. Despite its success, some elements of the film have not aged well after nearly 5 decades. The special effects, particularly the mechanical shark, may appear less convincing by today's standards, and certain scenes may feel dated in the context of modern filmmaking techniques. However, the film still delivers an entertaining thrill that resonates with audiences, making it an ideal choice for summer viewing. The suspenseful music, iconic scenes, and memorable characters continue to evoke excitement, ensuring that Jaws remains a classic in the hearts of many.
Wallace found in these waters. Didn't you get on a boat and check out these waters? No. Well, this is not a boat.
The film is notable for its characterizations, which play a crucial role in driving the plot forward. The interactions and dynamics between the 3 main male characters, Chief Brody, Matt Hooper, and Quint, create a rich narrative that keeps viewers engaged. Each character represents different aspects of courage, expertise, and the human struggle against nature. Chief Brody, portrayed as a dedicated family man, grapples with his responsibilities as he confronts the terror of the shark. Matt Hooper, the oceanographer, brings scientific knowledge and a youthful energy that contrasts with Quint's rugged, seasoned persona. Quint, the shark hunter, embodies a relentless determination and a deep connection to the sea, which adds layers to the story. In contrast, the film lacks a variety of interesting female characters. The most significant female presence is Ellen, Chief Brody's wife. Her role is primarily to provide emotional support, grounding Brody as he faces the dangers posed by the shark. While her character does not drive the plot, she represents the personal stakes involved for Brody, reminding him of his family and the life he wishes to protect. This dynamic highlights the film's focus on male camaraderie and the challenges they face, rather than exploring the potential depth of female characters within the narrative. The limited portrayal of women in Jaws reflects a broader trend in cinema of the time, where male characters often dominated the storyline.
A stake to claim in the waters off Amity Island, and he is going to continue to feed here as long as there is food in the water.
And there's no limit to what he's going to do.
Due to technical problems with the mechanical shark during the production of Jaws, Spielberg and his team found themselves needing to rework the script significantly. Initially, the plan was to showcase the shark more openly, but the issues with the animatronic model forced them to rethink their approach. This unexpected challenge turned into a blessing in disguise. Instead of relying on visual effects to convey the shark's terror, the filmmakers began to focus on building suspense and tension through sound and suggestion. The absence of the shark on screen allowed the audience's imagination to fill in the gaps, creating an atmosphere of fear that was far more effective than showing the creature in full view. By using clever camera angles, ominous music, and the reactions of the characters, Spielberg crafted a narrative that hinted at the shark's menace without revealing it too much. This method not only heightened the thrill, but also made the eventual appearances of the shark more impactful, leaving a lasting impression on viewers. The reworked script became a pivotal element in the film's success, demonstrating that sometimes limitations can lead to greater creativity and innovation in storytelling.
Huh? What? You yelled shark. We've got a panic on our hands.
When the shark finally appears in the film, it does not evoke the level of fear that might be expected. The creature is not as terrifying as it could be, and many of the death scenes are actually more frightening because the shark remains unseen. This choice adds a layer of suspense, as the audience is left to imagine the horror lurking beneath the water. The unseen threat builds tension, making the moments when the shark does surface feel less impactful in terms of fear. Instead, it is the anticipation and the unknown that create a chilling atmosphere. In contrast, the townsfolk in the film are portrayed in a way that borders on the absurd. They often come across as cartoonishly simple-minded, lacking the awareness or intelligence to respond effectively to the danger posed by the shark. This depiction of the island dwellers emphasizes a sense of ignorance and naivety. Their reactions to the shark attacks often seem misguided or foolish, which adds a layer of dark humor to the story. The combination of the shark's sporadic appearances and the townsfolk's ridiculous responses creates a unique dynamic that shapes the overall tone of the film. The audience is left to navigate the tension between the unseen terror of the shark and the almost comical ineptitude of the characters.
Seen one eat a rocking chair one time. Hey, Chiefy.
The film presents several nerve-shredding scenes that leave a lasting impact on viewers. One of the most unforgettable moments is the opening scene featuring Chrissy's death. This scene sets the tone for the entire film, showcasing the terrifying presence of the shark and the vulnerability of its victims. The tension builds as Chrissy swims in the dark waters, unaware of the danger lurking beneath the surface. Her frantic struggle and the chilling silence that follows create an atmosphere of dread that resonates throughout the movie. Additionally, Quint's USS Indianapolis speech stands out as a pivotal moment in the film. This speech, delivered by Robert Shaw, is based on a true story and recounts the harrowing experience of sailors stranded in the ocean after their ship was sunk during World War II. Shaw's powerful delivery, combined with Steven Spielberg's direction, elevates this scene to one of the film's most memorable. The way he describes the fear and despair of the men in the water, facing both the elements and the relentless shark attacks, adds depth to the character and the film's overall narrative. This moment not only highlights the horror of the shark, but also explores themes of survival and courage in the face of overwhelming odds. The combination of these terrifying scenes and the impactful speech creates a gripping experience that has left audiences captivated since its release.
We're ready. Thank you. We're ready. Can you get that, please? How's that?
Jaws, released in 1975, is often hailed as the original blockbuster, but its significance extends far beyond its commercial success. This film, directed by the then 27-year-old Steven Spielberg, is celebrated not just for its iconic monster shark, but for its rich performances, masterful cinematography, and an unforgettable score that together create a cinematic experience that has stood the test of time. The film's narrative revolves around a New England coastal resort that becomes the hunting ground for a giant white shark, instilling fear in both locals and tourists. The story follows three men who embark on a perilous journey to eliminate the threat. While the plot may seem straightforward, it is the depth of character development and the emotional stakes that elevate Jaws into a realm of artistry. Spielberg's vision, shaped by the challenges faced during production, forced him to focus on the nuanced lives and intentions of the characters, which are vividly realized on screen. The film's production was fraught with difficulties, starting with the mechanical shark affectionately named Bruce, after Spielberg's lawyer. The shark was plagued by technical issues, with the first version sinking and the second one exploding. These setbacks, while initially viewed as disasters, inadvertently contributed to the film's success. With the shark often absent from the frame, Spielberg cleverly built suspense through suggestion and the reactions of the characters, showcasing his ability to adapt and innovate under pressure. This creative pivot not only resulted in a more engaging story, but also highlighted the performances of the cast, who brought their characters to life with authenticity and depth. The film's ability to evoke genuine fear and tension without relying solely on the shark is a testament to the strength of its storytelling and character arcs. Many viewers have expressed that, as they revisit Jaws, they find themselves appreciating it more with each viewing, a hallmark of a truly great film. However, the journey to success was not without its challenges. Initially, Jaws was set for a Christmas release in 1974, but due to numerous production delays, it was pushed to the summer of 1975. At the time, summer was generally considered a dumping ground for subpar films. Nevertheless, Universal Pictures seized the opportunity to market Jaws as a major event, utilizing primetime television spots to generate buzz. This strategy proved to be revolutionary, as Jaws became the first film to gross over $100 million, heralding the era of the summer blockbuster. The film's legacy is multifaceted. It represents a turning point in Hollywood filmmaking, showcasing a willingness to embrace new ideas and innovative storytelling techniques. It is a product of a time when filmmakers were not afraid to take risks, and Spielberg's razor-sharp vision transformed the landscape of cinema. Jaws is not just a thriller. It is a cultural phenomenon that continues to resonate with audiences decades after its release. In conclusion, Jaws is a remarkable film that combines thrilling suspense with deep character, exploration, and innovative filmmaking. Its journey from a troubled production to a groundbreaking success story exemplifies the power of creativity and resilience in the face of adversity. Both its technical achievements and emotional depth ensure that it remains a classic, appreciated by generations of viewers. This film is indeed a rare gem in the history of Hollywood, solidifying its place as one of the best films ever made.
Appreciate it. I'm just reacting to what I was told.
Martin, it's all psychological. You yell Barrack.
As the credits roll on this classic tale of terror, the story of Jaws doesn't end with the shark's defeat. The film launched the careers of its cast into the spotlight, but what happened to them after the cameras stopped rolling? In this bonus segment, we dive into the lives of the actors who brought the characters to life. Discover how Roy Scheider, who played Chief Brody, navigated the waters of Hollywood, taking on roles that both challenged and defined him. Learn about the journey of Robert Shaw, the formidable Quint, whose life was as dramatic off-screen as it was on. And what of the young and spirited Brody, played by Lorraine Gary? Her path took unexpected turns that few could foresee. Each cast member's story is filled with twists, triumphs, and challenges that reflect the unpredictability of fame. Join us as we unravel these intriguing narratives, revealing the legacies of those who faced the great white shark and the tides of time. Richard Dreyfuss portrayed Matt Hooper, the marine biologist, in the 1975 film Jaws. His character brought a blend of intellect and youthful bravado, often clashing with the more traditional views of Chief Brody and Quint. Dreyfuss's performance added depth to the film, making Hooper a key figure in the fight against the great white shark. Following Jaws, Dreyfuss's career flourished with roles in films like Close Encounters of the Third Kind and The Goodbye Girl, earning him an Academy Award. However, Dreyfuss's life has been marked by personal struggles. He faced addiction issues, battling substance abuse in the late 1980s. This period of turmoil included a publicized arrest for driving under the influence. In the 2000s, he became vocal about his struggles with bipolar disorder, shedding light on mental health issues. Despite these challenges, he remained active in film and television, taking on various projects that showcased his range. As of the latest updates, Dreyfuss continues to work in the industry, often reflecting on his past and advocating for mental health awareness. His journey remains a complex tapestry of triumphs and tribulations, echoing the darker undertones of his life and career.
Well, none of them are going to get out of the harbor alive.
Lenny, that's what I'm talking about. You know their first names. Talk to those clowns.
In the 1975 film Jaws, Steven Spielberg portrayed a minor yet pivotal role as an Amity Point life station worker. His character, though not central to the plot, contributed to the film's atmosphere of dread and urgency surrounding the shark attacks. Spielberg's involvement in this role came during a formative period in his career, where he was transitioning from television to feature films. His experience on Jaws would later shape his directorial style and storytelling. Following Jaws, Spielberg's career skyrocketed, leading to iconic films like E.T. and Jurassic Park. However, his life was not without darkness. He faced personal hardships, including the turmoil of his parents' divorce, which left a lasting impact on him. In the late 1990s, Spielberg was involved in a public feud with actor John Landis over the film An American Werewolf in London, showcasing the competitive nature of Hollywood. In recent years, Spielberg has continued to create influential films while remaining a prominent figure in the industry. His work has earned him numerous accolades, but he also grapples with the pressures of fame and the weight of expectations. Despite the challenges, he remains a significant force in cinema.
August? For Christ's sake, tomorrow's the 4th of July, and we will be open for business.
Roy Scheider's portrayal of Chief Martin Brody in the 1975 film Jaws marked a pivotal moment in his career, cementing him as a leading man in Hollywood. Brody, the small-town police chief battling a great white shark, represented the struggle of an ordinary man facing extraordinary terror. Scheider's performance captured Brody's fear, determination, and vulnerability, resonating deeply with audiences and critics alike. After Jaws, Scheider's career flourished with roles in films like The French Connection and All That Jazz, showcasing his range as an actor. However, his personal life was marked by challenges. Scheider faced a turbulent marriage to actress Cynthia Bebout, which ended in divorce. He later married actress and model Denise George, but their relationship was fraught with difficulties, including financial struggles and health issues. In his later years, Scheider battled multiple myeloma, a type of cancer, which he publicly confronted with resilience. His last known work included a role in the TV series Third Watch. Roy Scheider passed away in 2008, leaving behind a legacy of compelling performances and a life filled with both triumphs and trials.
Partial relief.
Robert Shaw's portrayal of Quint in the 1975 film Jaws remains one of his most iconic roles. The character, a hardened shark hunter with a haunting past, was brought to life with a raw intensity that captivated audiences. Shaw's performance was marked by a blend of bravado and vulnerability, revealing the psychological scars from his experiences during World War II. His chilling monologue about the USS Indianapolis became a defining moment in the film, showcasing not just his acting prowess, but also the depth of the character. Beyond Jaws, Shaw's career was a tapestry of successes and struggles. He was an accomplished playwright and novelist, yet his personal life was marred by turmoil. Shaw battled alcoholism, which affected both his relationships and career. He faced several tumultuous marriages, notably with actress Mary Orr, which ended tragically when she died from an overdose. His later years saw a decline in health, exacerbated by heavy drinking and a series of health issues. In 1978, Shaw's life was cut short when he died of a heart attack at the age of 51. His legacy endures through his work, leaving a lasting impact on cinema. The mystery of his life, marked by brilliance and darkness, continues to intrigue fans and scholars alike.
One. Now, I'm not saying that this is not the shark. It probably is, Martin. It probably is.
Susan Backlany gained fame for her role as Chrissy in the 1975 film Jaws. Her character's terrifying encounter with the shark set the tone for the movie, leaving a lasting impression on audiences. Backlany's performance was notable for its raw emotion and fear, capturing the essence of vulnerability in the face of danger. Despite this breakout role, her career did not flourish as expected. She appeared in a few television shows and films throughout the late 1970s and early 1980s, but none reached the iconic status of Jaws. Beyond her career, Backlany faced significant personal challenges. She dealt with the pressures of sudden fame, which took a toll on her mental health. Reports of her struggles with depression and anxiety surfaced, painting a picture of a woman grappling with the weight of her early success. Additionally, Backlany was involved in a highly publicized incident in the late 1970s, where she was attacked by a dog, resulting in serious injuries that required extensive recovery. As of the latest information, Susan Backlany has largely stepped away from the public eye, living a quiet life away from Hollywood. Her story serves as a reminder of the complexities of fame and the shadows that often accompany it.
Tomorrow and tell them that you still have a shark problem here.
Why do you have to tell them that?
Sorry.
I'm sorry, I thought...
Lorraine Gary portrayed Ellen Brody in the 1975 film Jaws, a role that became iconic in the realm of horror cinema. As the wife of Chief Brody, she embodied the maternal instinct and fierce protectiveness that resonated with audiences. Her character faced unimaginable terror as a great white shark threatened her family and community, showcasing a woman's strength amidst chaos. Gary's performance added depth to the film as she navigated fear and resilience, becoming a symbol of both vulnerability and courage. After Jaws, Lorraine Gary's career took a different path. She returned to acting in Jaws 2 and had guest roles on television shows, but her presence in Hollywood diminished. Personal hardships marked her life. She faced the tragic loss of her husband, which deeply affected her. In the late 1980s, she stepped away from the spotlight, choosing to focus on family and personal pursuits. Notably, Gary was involved in philanthropy, supporting various causes related to cancer research, a tribute to her late husband who battled the disease. As of the latest information, Lorraine Gary remains a private figure, largely out of the public eye. She has not made significant appearances in recent years, choosing to live a quieter life away from the fame that once surrounded her. Her legacy, however, endures through her memorable role in Jaws, a film that continues to haunt and entertain audiences.
No, she's not.
Murray Hamilton portrayed the character of Vaughn in the 1975 film Jaws, a role that showcased his ability to embody the complexities of a small-town mayor facing a terrifying crisis. Vaughn is portrayed as a man torn between the economic pressures of his community and the growing threat of a great white shark. Hamilton's performance captured the tension between his character's public persona and private fears, making Vaughn both relatable and tragic. After Jaws, Hamilton continued to work in film and television, appearing in notable projects like The Graduate and TV series such as The Twilight Zone. However, his career was not without challenges. Hamilton faced personal hardships, including the tragic loss of his first wife, which deeply affected him. He also struggled with the pressures of fame and the toll it took on his personal life. In his later years, Hamilton became somewhat reclusive, stepping back from the spotlight. He passed away in 1986, leaving behind a legacy marked by both his memorable performances and the shadows of his personal struggles. The details of his later life remain sparse, reflecting a man who sought solace away from the public eye.
Weren't reported.
That's right.
Now this shark
As we wrap up our journey through the iconic film Jaws, it's hard not to feel a wave of nostalgia. This movie not only changed the landscape of cinema, but also impacted the lives of its cast in profound ways. Roy Scheider, who played Chief Brody, became a household name, while Richard Dreyfuss and Robert Shaw faced their own unique challenges and triumphs in Hollywood. Each actor took their experiences from this film and shaped their careers, leaving an indelible mark on the industry. Now, we turn to you. Did you watch Jaws as a child? What memories does it bring back for you? Perhaps you recall the thrill of the suspense, or the fear of the ocean that lingered long after the credits rolled. We invite you to share your stories in the comments below. Your memories are part of the legacy of this classic film, and we would love to hear how Jaws has influenced your life.
Draw him in the shallow water gonna draw him in and drown him. We're heading